Hola, I'm Julie, and this is Brittany, and we're two of Festival's registered dietitians. We're coming to you from our kitchen to talk all about pork carnitas. Brittany, have you ever had pork carnitas before?
I have not, and I know that carnitas actually means little meats in Spanish. So what kind of meat are we working with today?
That's really funny. So it's the pork. This is actually pork shoulder.
Okay, and is that typically what we use for this dish?
It's what I would recommend. I have tried it before with a pork loin,
Okay.
but that's really lean, and that's usually what I like to choose because I don't like, a lot of extra fat, but this is perfect for this dish because it just kind of has some of the intermuscular fat. We trimmed off all the excess fat because that just kind of floats to the top and it doesn't really add much to it. So this is the perfect cut for this dish.
Awesome, okay.
And we're doing it in the crock pot because everybody loves crock pots, right?
Absolutely, perfect weekday dish.
Yeah, you're exactly right because you can just set it in the morning and you're ready to go.
Yes.
So we have some spices here. We have the oregano, which is the dried flakes. We don't want to use the ground for this one. We have smoked paprika, cumin, and chili powder.
Excellent.
So we're going to go ahead and just get that all over our pork. And what's really cool is this is going to make a crust, and it's just delicious.
It smells great already.
Doesn't
just
it?
The spices.
It's so awesome. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper because, of course, we need that to give it, kind of bring the flavor home, give it that extra flavor.
Definitely.
And then a little bit of salt. So there's that. And then we are going to use fresh orange juice.
Oh, okay. Just
I know.
some citrus in there.
And that's kind of what makes carnitas, is because of that citrus. So I would definitely recommend using fresh orange juice, but if you have the bottled orange juice at home, that's fine too.
Okay.
And we're just gonna put some wedges of just yellow onion in here, and again, that's gonna add more flavor. So most of the stuff we have at home, we just have to buy the pork shoulder, right?
Right.
And then garlic, because we can't have Mexican food without garlic, right?
Absolutely not.
And that's just kind of melt into the pork. So we can put the top on that.
Alrighty.
And we're just gonna let that go. It takes about 4 hours if we have it on high, or 8 hours on low.
Okay, perfect.
So I put it on low because then it can go all day when I'm at work.
There you go.
All right, so next we're gonna make fresh salsa. And this, we're actually gonna use tomatillos. And a lot of people have never used these, right?
I'm actually really excited to learn about these. So when I knew that we were gonna do this recipe, I was looking up a little bit of information on them, and I found out that actually they're kind of the staple of Mexican cuisine, just their flavor and their color, so.
You're right, and it's used in like salsa verdes and stuff like that, which is really popular in Mexico.
So how can you tell if a tomatillo is ripe?
So it's gonna be pretty bright, and this is actually what it looks like when you buy it in the store. It's got this little shell around it, so we wanna remove that. And they're kinda sticky, and that's perfectly okay. So you just take that shell off. So you've probably seen these in the store and are wondering what the heck that is. So that's what it is. And then you wanna give it a good wash and then just chop it up and throw it in.
Gotcha. All right,
So that's
simple enough.
Pretty fun, right?
Yes.
That's a tomatillo. And then we're gonna add some lime zest. So this is fresh lime. And you can kind of put in however much you like. I love lime, so I'm gonna put in quite a bit. And then some red onion. We don't need to use all of this. We wanna use a little less than what we have for tomatillos because we don't want the onion to take over the flavor.
Right.
And then cilantro. I know not everybody loves cilantro, but it makes a really good salsa.
You have to have it in Mexican dishes.
I do agree with that. So there's that. And then garlic. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put all that in because I love garlic.
I'm with you.
And then a little bit of lime juice here. This is, again, fresh lime juice. So we zested them and then we squeezed the lime juice. And then if I could get the salt and pepper from you, I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in there. Again, this just kind of rounds out the flavors and brings it all together. So there's that. And I just love this little food processor because we can make so many fun things with it.
Oh yeah, it's perfect for salsas and sauces.
Exactly. So we just click that on, and then I'm gonna just give it a rough chop because I like chunky salsa.
Me too.
All right. And now it can be a little watery, and we can just strain it if we wanted to, but I see a couple of chunks of onion. Want to make sure that's all good. Oh, that's perfect.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that green color.
So as you can see, it's real pretty. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put a little bit of that in this bowl here so that we can see how pretty it is. Look at that. Like I said, it can get a little watery, but that's okay. All right, so we can build our tacos because we already have some of that pork that we let cook all night. And then we'll give us each a corn tortilla here. Brittany, are you a fan of corn tortillas?
Absolutely. And I love how these are grilled. Excellent.
So you can grill. I'm not a big fan of corn tortillas when it's just raw right out of the bag, but I do like them after they've been grilled or toasted on the stove. So either way, it just gives them a little bit of more texture.
Absolutely. I say grilling makes anything better.
Yeah. You're so right. So as you can see, the pork shredded up real nicely.
Yes,
I want to give
so tender.
I want to make sure I don't give myself too much and shortchange you. All right. So, and another thing about the salsa is that you can actually roast the tomatillos a little bit first if you want to, and it gives it a little extra flavor.
Right.
But you can certainly do it raw. It's just easier that way. So we have a little bit of that on there. And then a taco is not complete, in my opinion, without a little bit of sour cream.
No, I'm on board with that.
So I'm going to give you a dollop, and then myself one.
And we could always use non-fat plain Greek yogurt too if
Yes.
we don't want to use sour cream.
You're exactly right. And then a little bit of avocado. So look how pretty that is. Sorry, I hope you don't mind I'm touching your avocado.
Oh, no.
There you go. So that's our taco.
All right. Should we try it out?
Yeah, I
Take
think
a
we
bite?
should just take a little bite. I got a little bite of pork. It's so juicy and flavorful.
So much freshness with that salsa.
And it was just so easy. I love that you can
excellent.
I love you can make your own salsa at home.
Definitely. Well, if you're looking for more recipes like this, check out festfoods.com and click on our hot dish blog.
Hasta la vista.
Awesome.
Oh, Julian.